Don't you love it?
Yeah, I do.
That's so cool. Aissa's back, and we've done this one. That would be the next one, but I think, do you want to go there or there?
I don't know.
I want to go there.
You want to go there?
Yeah.
Well, we'll do this one first. And
You want to go over there?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do that one then. Let's do that one today.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then just the haircut, and then leave it for a bit. Yeah.
I'm still undecided, honestly.
Okay. Let's work through the decisions.
This one first and see where we go.
Yeah, let's do. Okay, we'll do this one.
Yeah.
And then, and we won't do a color today then.
Sorry?
We won't do a color today. When we do the next one, we'll do color with it.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Yeah. So we're working our way down the list.
Nice.
When we do the next one, we're going to do a silicone cap color, like with the breech. That's going to come. But for today, no, we're going to do that. It's called a bi-level cut.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're doing a bi-level cut. Cool. And do you like your retro wear today? You wanted to change it to a retro wear?
I'm not very retro today.
Let's look at the retro wear. Okay, you can stay here. I think we'll move over.
Just a small selection, right?
Yeah, just a small selection. I brought in today.
Just one or two.
Hey, come on, let's have a look. See what inspires.
Ooh. I see big shoulders.
Yes.
Oh God. That
makes it the best one. So when you're like, oh, makes it the best one.
No, it's not that I'm just, there's too much choice, that is my problem.
Oh, there's too much choice, yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
That's mostly my problem. I love shoulder pads.
Oh yeah, you go for the biggest one.
I mean these are big shoulder pads.
Yeah. That one is, the buttons are all falling apart and stuff. It doesn't matter. You know.
That's true.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. That's the one that grabs you.
Yeah, that's.
And I don't even think you have to change it to it because it's just an upper one.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you just throw it over top. That makes it easy. And it is missing a button, but who cares?
That's fine.
Yeah.
We won't.
Oh, you got a long sleeve underneath it.
Yeah,
maybe I have to change. Cool. I'll see you. You're gonna change it now. Yeah, just change that. See what happens. Cool. Yeah, that's good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, one missing button, but who cares?
We'll ignore that one.
Cool. Now we can see also how your perm has dropped since we've done it, and your hair type, it's going to be prone to drop. But yeah, we can see what's gone on with it because you're the kind of hair like if you had a ball or formal or prom, and your hair was long, and then we tried to do like a nice like curls and stuff like that, they'd drop by the time you got to the prom.
Yeah.
So a perm on you, like the fact that a perm has held up this well on you for so long, is it's good. It's a good thing.
Nice.
Yeah. Cool. So let's do a bi-level cut today.
Cool. Yeah. When we did it, I didn't really I was just like, oh, it will just last how long it will last, just because I know my hair.
Yeah. Yeah. It's held out well.
Yeah. I'm really happy with that.
Yeah. Me too. And then after this haircut today, you're still going to see permanent.
Yeah, nice.
Come on over. Yep. Come on over. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, and I forgot to say anyway, we'll do this off camera. You're going to be the no shampoo route anyway when you shave your head. You won't need it.
That's true.
Yeah, you won't need that.
I'll
We just do a bar
excited
soap
for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
And I'm going to set that picture up.
Cool. I love how you can see the shoulders like through the cape.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you got built up shoulder pads.
And like the like poof, there's just, you know.
Yeah, you look like. Wow, yeah.
No,
well, you look like you're from the 80s. You know, shoulder pads, getting your hair done. Wow. I like these bi-level cuts. It was recommended to us by one of our viewers, and I credited him.
Oh, nice.
And we've been having fun with them. So I think you're the second on the channel to get
Oh,
it.
right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for like how it's how it's gonna look. I'm like very interested in.
'Cause now that
I
yours
can't
is
really
perm-
imagine.
Yeah. Now that your hair's permed, you got that texture anyway.
Yeah.
The other girl who got her bi-level cut, her name's Diana.
Mm-hmm.
Loves it. But she's had it for over a month now.
Oh yeah.
And after a month, like she's done a second video with it. And I said, and I did a little quick questions with it. So you've been going around with this haircut for a month, and it's a very dated haircut.
Yeah.
Do you feel dated? She's like, no, I don't. She loves it. She just loves it.
That's really cool.
Yeah. And then I said, that's the point of this channel, is we take something from then
Yeah.
and make it now and make it valid today.
Yeah.
Yeah, she loves it.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like all of the haircuts that we chose, I'm like very.
You were excited for each
Yeah.
step. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do want to freehand this a little bit.
Cool.
So fun.
It's so short. The start of my hair becoming very short.
Yep.
At least in some places.
Yeah. But you've been short before. When I gave you your first haircut, it was
Yeah.
long,
Yeah,
but I gave you a bunch of long haircuts, and then one day you came in and said chop it all off.
Yeah.
But that was way back when I wasn't doing well. I wasn't on social. It wasn't on anything with you.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you came as a paying customer.
Yeah, I did.
You just had enough of your hair.
I did.
And that first haircut, we did use clipper size in back.
Yeah, we
We did
did.
super short and a little bit longer on top. It was gone. It was super long, and you got really thick and lots of hair.
Yeah.
So you would have felt like you lost 20 pounds. Or I don't know how many kilos that would be, because Germans do kilo talk.
We do kilos. I don't know.
You felt like you lost 7 kilos. I don't know. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Shot in the dark.
Seems about right.
Yeah, sounds right. Yeah. And the old UK and some old school Kiwi, they say stone. Felt like I lost 2 stone. I'm like, what's a stone?
Honestly, all of the different like measurements, I know kg and centimeters, and for the rest I'm thankful for Google.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's true. Like I never heard the term "I lost 2 stones" until I moved to New Zealand.
Oh,
We don't say that in North
really?
America.
Oh,
No, we don't say it in North America. So it sounds like I lost 2 stones, and I'm like, who cares? They're just a couple stones, right? Like, what, from your garden? Like, there's a garden center over there. Like, did you want to go buy some more stones, or just go down the harborfront? There's a whole bunch of stones over there. Like, why are you worried about losing a stone, or 2 stones, or 3? I didn't know what they were talking about. They're talking about weight. I've never heard that terminology before.
I hadn't until I came to New Zealand either, but I really thought it was like an American thing.
Nope.
That's really,
Nope.
that's wild.
Now Canada, we're like a hybrid metric and the U.S. system, feet and inches.
Yeah.
Because we are officially metric, but they are our neighbors,
Right.
and that influence us.
Yeah.
That does influence us on things like in school. We were entirely metric in school. However, many jobs I worked were feet and inches because our customers were American.
Oh.
When 70% of your customer base is the United States,
Yeah.
you're going to do to their compliance, right?
That makes sense.
Yeah. And even things like, I worked on, years ago on the landing gear for the Boeing 737, which you'd think would be metric, but no, Boeing is still not a metric company.
Huh.
You can look it up. Boeing is still.
Interesting.
Yeah, but a lot of American companies are metric now.
Yeah.
But Boeing is not.
Yeah.
Some of the suppliers may be metric, but their final assembly is not metric.
Yeah.
But the U.S. military fights. They call them freedom units, right?
Okay.
The feet inches, freedom units. The U.S. military fights to defend freedom units in the metric system. Best example: enemy 3 clicks away. Anyone who plays those games, 3 kilometers away, enemy 3 clicks away. The U.S. Army uses the metric system. So they fight for their freedom units with the metric system. Yep.
That's really
Yep. So interesting, eh?
Yeah.
So the U.S., although officially is not metric, they operate in metric in many ways. In many ways. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the first time, like, when I came to New Zealand was the first time that I was, like, exposed to, like, lots of different, like, measurements and stuff, because I'd really been exposed to, like, American things either, but I think a lot of people here use, like, both feet and,
Feet.
and centimeters.
Yeah, because the old school remember the feet and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And same with cooking. Like, I'm like preheat oven 420 degrees Fahrenheit. And then they'll say, well, preheat the oven to 300, Celsius. And I'm like, I'm more comfortable with the Fahrenheit terminology than the Celsius terminology.
Oh, that's the opposite for me.
No. Like you watch US cooking shows, and then that's where you're gonna.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still can't really wrap my head around, like, Fahrenheit and then also, like, centimeters and inches. I always have to, like, look everything up.
Yeah. Now, there's a few people that have been watching your videos and following you, and they're keen on the progress that we're doing.
Yeah.
And one of them there's a few of them that we're really looking forward to when you go to this one.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I did order the cap for that one.
Ooh.
So we're going to cut your hair shorter, and we're going to do this.
Okay.
And we're going to make it like blonde highlights.
Oh, cool.
So people watching, yes, and it said silicone cap. So after this look, your next look, shorter, and you're getting this. This is going to go on your head.
All right,
and,
cool.
And that's going to be your next look. So people have been watching, and they've been giving their input, and then that's the outcome of that.
Cool.
So that's the direction you're going.
Nice.
And then the one after that one is going to be flat top.
Yeah.
And then the one after that one is just going to be no more hair.
No more hair.
Yeah, because this is the direction over time. Enjoying every phase.
Yeah.
And taking the time to go home and enjoy it too. Like not all in one day.
I've never had, like, color or anything like that in my hair, so that will be really interesting.
Never had a perm?
No.
Permed. Never had a color? Yeah, permed, then colored with a cap, and throwing bleach on there. Yeah.
Look, my hair's already, like, a little bit, like, damaged. What's some what? It's
Yeah, but your
anyway.
hair's gonna take a lot of damage though.
Yeah.
And it's all coming off anyway.
Yeah, that's.
And I think your flat top's gonna be real cool when you get there.
All right.
Yeah. What I might do for your flat top, I might buy a drone.
A drone.
A drone, like those little toy drones.
Oh yeah.
And see if I can land a helicopter. It's like a landing pad. We'll call that video the haircut you can land a helicopter on.
Nice.
Well, I'm in a chair. I'll be here with I'll try to land a helicopter on it. So that's coming. That's when we get to this phase right there, the flat top. We're going to try to land a helicopter on it.
Not a life-size one, no.
Oh no, it's going to be like a little. Yeah, we'll go to Toy Store and buy a little remote control thing. We'll try to land it on top of your head.
Oh my god.
So we'll call that video the haircut you can land a helicopter on.
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah. Lots to look forward to.
Yep.
never thought that would be something that I would do. But,
No,
you know.
no, but that's what the whole point of the show is, right? Like, I've never seen that before. I'm like, yep. Welcome to Retro Haircuts.
Nothing more retro than trying to land a miniature helicopter on a haircut.
Exactly. Now, I heard that from something in like a movie or something. A
Yeah.
haircut you can land a helicopter on. I got that from somewhere. I can't remember what though. The flat top. But I think it was like, oh, give him a haircut, you can land a helicopter one. Or like, give the old flat top there.
Oh.
Did you learn to drive in Germany or in New Zealand? Or you don't drive?
No, I do drive.
Yeah.
I technically learned how to drive in Germany.
Oh,
I
yeah.
did like driving school there
Yeah.
and got my license and everything
Yeah.
after a couple times trying.
Yeah.
And then I came here and it didn't really drive for like
Right.
7 years.
Right. Did you have to restart it all?
Yeah, basically my
understand.
flatmate taught me how to drive and especially how to drive on New Zealand roads.
Yeah.
I know how to hill start now. Like,
Yeah, oh yeah.
the way that I learned how to hill start in Germany was just like this hill that was like this,
Yeah.
because that was like the highest hill that we could find
Yeah.
where I live.
Yeah.
And here the hills are like actual hills. So,
Yeah.
or you know, New Zealand hills are a lot bigger.
Oh yeah, no, narrow roads and what.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it was a situation of like driving in Germany, then moving here and driving here, and the adjustments. And
Yeah, and I just didn't drive for so long, and I was
Wow,
like
yeah.
very nervous, and kind of was just the start of driving
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
So it like took a little bit.
That's
We
cool.
did some like test driving, and now I actually can drive by
good driver.
myself. No, I wouldn't say good
Oh,
driver.
yes, you're a good driver.
But
It's in your genetics. You're German.
well, I hope so.
Now imagine taking a driver's test in Germany would be harder than most countries' standards. I would imagine. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
People can leave comments. We didn't do it there. You did it here. Well, you did
Yeah.
a little there, but you
Yeah.
finished here.
I mean, I got my full license over there.
Oh, did you? Okay,
Yeah,
so you
yeah,
got
yeah. I
that.
did. I just didn't drive here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I like was able to convert my license and
Yeah.
stuff. But
I think most countries at this point are all pretty much standards.
Yeah,
Like, one
yeah.
raise the bar, and then they all just raise their bar.
I mean, like in Germany, you don't really have that much experience before you get your full license. Whereas here, you like,
The graduation system.
yeah.
I think Australia came up with that first, and that's how Canada does it now too. Like that's typical. I think Australia did it first, and then like Canada does it, New Zealand does it, and
Yeah.
the USA varies state to state. Every state has their own DMV, Department of Motor Vehicles, and they all have their different
Yeah.
set of rules because it's a country with 50 different states. So someone learning to drive in Massachusetts would be someone learning to drive in Alabama.
Okay.
Yeah. Some commonality, but some differences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. On one hand, I kind of do like the system of like going slowly through everything,
Yeah.
and then you know having the different stages. But on the other hand, I'm glad I didn't have to take more than one driving test because I hate them.
I did my one in Canada when I was a teenager. Back then
Yeah.
it wasn't as strict.
Right.
Certainly when I
Yeah.
was a teenager. But what happened was when Toronto, I moved to Nova Scotia, back to Toronto, and then I let my license go because I wasn't driving in Nova Scotia. But then I did renew it.
Yeah.
And then what happened was when I was about to move to New Zealand, it was up for renewal.
Yeah.
And the fee was $100, maybe, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And my way my brain worked was, oh, I don't need to do that. I'm moving to New Zealand. I'll just get it there. Right? So this has been known. So many things when you're moving to a new country, you're like, oh, I'll just get to New Zealand. So you moved to New Zealand.
Yeah.
And there was a little bit of time gap. And so I take my license into New Zealand, and it's like, oh, I want to get this transferred to New Zealand. And they said, oh yeah, no problem. But your license is expired. We can only transfer a valid license. And I went, oh, really? But we can transfer one that's still valid from the past 6 months. Mine was just past the 6 month.
Oh no.
And I said, well, what can you do? They said, no problem. You just go get renewed in Canada. But you have to be in Canada to renew it. And they said, well, what do I have to do here? He says, oh, you have to start from the beginning.
Oh, wow.
So, then what do I do? I thought, you know what? I'm in a new country. Let's do a life adventure. Do it from the beginning. So you go in and you do your multiple choice test.
Yeah.
I got one question wrong. That was the question was, how long is the rope when you have to tow another car?
Oh.
And I'm like, I don't know. I hit that one. I thought maybe longer, like a bit of safety.
Yeah.
No,
sure.
it was too long. It was like a short. This one. I went for this one. It was actually this one, right? I thought, oh, I'd want it a little bit longer, just so that you have time to hit your brakes. So I picked that one. I didn't pick the really long one, but of the 1, 2, 3, 4 legs, it was the second longest one. Just in case anyone's watching and doing the New Zealand. So I got one wrong. And then you got to get your learners. Yeah. But I was driving. You have rules and stuff like that. I will admit this is a long time ago, 10 years anyway. I was driving without the L on my car, and I was driving everywhere. I didn't, when you weren't supposed to. And I was pulled over by police at ride checks and whatnot. Like, see your license? So like, oh, I got to learn it. You don't have your L. It's, oh, I'm just heading home anyway. Because driving home from where he's like, oh yeah, let's go home. Because Kiwi cops are different here. Yeah. So I was the cops would do that stuff. Also older, like they give teenagers a hard time, but I'm an older guy. Canadian accent, they let me go. Then you have to do your driver's test for your restricted. Yeah. Yeah. And that guy was awesome. Oh, really? Because he gets in the car and we drive around and stuff like that, and he says, oh, you're a hairdresser. I said, oh yeah. He goes, oh, back when I was in university, I used to cut everyone's hair in the dorm. And then he says at the end of it, you only made one mistake. When you went through the roundabout, even though you went straight, you still have to signal to leave the roundabout. When you went this way the roundabout, you signaled. When you went this way, you signaled. When you go through, you didn't signal to exit. And I get that, because I went to Germany and driving there was the difficult, and you're from Canada. You are a confident driver, just that's the one mistake. Yeah. He wrote on the back side of the paper. It doesn't mean he marked it down on the test. He flipped it over and explained it to me. Yeah. He says, but no, you're good, off you go. Nice. And then you go do your full one after that. Yeah. And then the full one, it was fine with that one too. But one of them, no, I think it was the full one. One of them, yeah, it was the full one. One of my kids was born, and I put the car seat in the back, and I didn't take it out. It means that the person in the passenger chair could sit all the way back. So they were crammed in like this. And I did that intentionally because I'm like, I just want him to get this over with quickly. There's a different guy that time. He's like, can this go back any further? I went like, no. He was like, oh, make a left, take a right. Let's try back. You're good. That was fun. I'm like in my 40s and I'm doing a driver's test like a teenager, like going through the gauntlet like I'm a teenager. Oh, it was the best.
That's really funny.
But what I didn't mind about it was you're learning thoroughly driving in New Zealand. Yeah. Fresh. Yeah. And it gives you a different outlook. Now, I'll hear things like people say, well, people in countries should actually do it from the beginning. I'm like, I did. Yeah. I did.
No, I think that's really good because you really learn the conditions and stuff. Yeah. I mean, when I did it with my flatmate, she helped me a lot and made sure that I knew all the things and gave me the road code and was read this and explained all the things whenever we were driving. Even when I wasn't driving, she would tell me all the rules because it's very similar to Germany, but there's some things that are slightly different. Yeah. And then I went and before I started driving by myself, I went to a driving instructor to just make sure that I didn't have any bad habits or that I wasn't missing anything major. No, yeah. And I think that was really good that I did that. Yeah. I
think this is your haircut.
Yeah, I really like it.
You like it?
Yeah, I do.
Das ist gewaschen. Ja, you say das ist gewaschen.
Yeah, das ist gewaschen.
Yeah, from the Germans. No, I'm liking it. Now, here's what I'm thinking. I'm not going to style it like that. when we do these videos, we don't match the pictures entirely. We take it for inspiration.
That
So if you turn your head a little bit that way, you can see fringe is the length, and this one we cut it to there. But the top's a little bit longer because the curls, we want that.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is, we're not matching entirely because you're a perm. Yours is perm version of that.
Yeah.
And with the shoulder pads. Oh yeah, you look like 1983 as well. 1983 or around that.
I like.
And
this
I'm gonna grab the
amazing.
machine to
Oh yeah, of course. I was too eager.
I just want to see it with the shoulder pads.
Yeah, I mean.
And after it's dry, I might do a little more fishing expedition in that area, but I want to see how it looks like dry.
Nice.
Because we can get shrinkage with the curls.
Yeah.
How fun is this?
It's really fun. I love how like big these shoulders are.
Oh, I know, it's so good.
It's amazing.
So good. Now, anyone doing a line of clothing, because there's a lot of retro stuff coming out these days,
Yeah.
they should just redo these things. You know, like not like cheap, like H&M or whatever, like a big high-end stuff. They should just redo these awful outfits from back then. Or did you break another button?
I sure did.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Exactly. No, let's check on it. That's fun.
It already feels like my head is a lot lighter.
Yeah. I like this. You can see the length in the back.
Yeah.
I might do a little bit off the bulk in that area, but then that's good. I want to leave that to see how much it shrinks and adjust accordingly.
It's very fun.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it looks like 1983 German, and you have David Hasselhoff posters up here at home. Now, I don't understand what the obsession was of him, and
Neither do I.
The history of Germany, people understand there's David Hasselhoff, but cool. But I think it goes back to, it's not his Baywatch or his Knight Rider.
Yeah.
It's his musical career was a failure in the United States, but took off in Germany for some reason.
I had no idea.
Yeah, so it's linked to his music career. Because he does have a music career too. Yeah.
I had no clue.
Yeah, and so he did end up doing well over there. And when you're there, you take what you can get. But also I think it's part of his background anyway. Like Hasselhoff is a European name anyway.
That's true.
Yeah, so I'm not knocking it. There's plenty of YouTube videos on it. But I will say, like, I'm not a fan of his music.
Yeah.
But he did one song recently where he sings, what's his name? Name slipped my mind now. Yeah, now, recently he did Iggy Pop's song, The Passenger.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I am a passenger. And he's older now.
Wait, he did a song with Passenger?
No, the Iggy Pop has the song The Passenger. Yeah,
right,
Iggy Pop has the song The Passenger, right?
Yeah.
Like, I am the passenger and I ride and I ride. And so he does a cover of that, like he just did it recently.
Yeah.
I actually think it's cool.
Okay.
Like the original Iggy Pop song is like, it's iconic, right?
Yeah.
Not saying I'm a fan of David Hasselhoff, but I did watch it and I'm like, you know what? Not bad, Hoff. Because he's getting older, his voice is more chiseled. And the video and everything, I'm like, I'm not gonna say I hate it, I'm not gonna say I like it. I'm just gonna say cool.
Yeah.
Like lots of people do covers these days anyway, but that one I thought was not bad, Hoff.
Yeah.
I think I wrote the comment in the video, not bad, Hoff. I gave him one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have strong feelings towards David Hasselhoff.
No.
I had no idea that he did music though. That's interesting.
Yeah, I think that was his link to Germany was with the music. I think at the time, what was that band? No, I can't think of names today. Brown girl in the ring, sha-la-la-la. They were a German band. They were popular at that time, and they do Rasputin, Rasputin, lover of the Russian. I gotta look that up. Bonnie M. Now Bonnie M was big at that time because it's your age. Yeah. Bonnie M was big at the time, but Bonnie M were like from the Caribbean, moved to Germany, and signed a record contract in Germany. and became global success around the disco era.
Okay.
And like they're iconic today. Like I'll watch an Australian TV series that's based in 1979, and Bonnie M is all over it.
Oh, right.
And then it is a German act.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
So I guess back then it was Bonnie M and David Hasselhoff. But Bonnie M, I get that one. That became pretty global.
Now I gotta ask my mom if she had a David Hasselhoff poster.
Yeah! Oh, the next video, come back and give the answer. Did your mom have a David Hasselhoff poster? You say, no, but she went to the concert or something. Like, imagine, like, there's got to be Memphis there. Or his mom says, oh no, I didn't like him. I'm not saying all Germans liked him. I'm just saying that there was a spike in popularity in Germany. But I'm not saying he was like popular in Germany. I'm not saying that at all. But there was a spike in popularity. So we go over there like, oh, I gotta go do another German small town tour. So we're gonna use curl craft.
Okay.
Do you use the curl stuff in your hair?
I use, my flatmate has curly hair.
Yeah.
So I just use whatever she uses.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's exactly what you do. Because your time with curly hair is short term anyway, so you don't need long term investment with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as you got something, use it.
No, I do.
Yeah, this is fun. It almost looks like David Hasselhoff's haircut. Now that I thought about it, like we have the longer hair, the Knight Rider thing. Let's look up a picture of David Hasselhoff and let's compare you to him. Wow.
Was that the real thing that you just want?
No, but to be honest, if he had this haircut, if David Hasselhoff had this haircut one time, it's because everybody had it. Guys and girls. Like this was a guy and a girl thing. I've done hair for hockey players that had this haircut, like Canadian Elvis Stoico. I did hair once for Sidney Crosby. He had this hair at one time. So this was, but also girls had this hair. Like it's a universal, like both gender. It's worked its way through different cultures and subcultures and stuff like that. No, it's a cool haircut. I love it. Let's take some pictures.
I really like it.
Yeah, me too. Cool. And we'll do a closing. So, how long do you want to keep this look for? So the tubers know when you're coming back, because they're keen on the next one.
I don't know.
Yeah?
A few weeks at least.
Yeah, a few weeks at least. That's cool. Yeah. So here we are now, and we're gonna go through where we've been.
Honestly, I'm just really excited now about like
the next one.
About the next one. So.
But that was the whole point of it. Get out the system. When the very first video with you was pixie, we grew it to the bob for your thing. Then when your bob got longer, we permed it. We're now at this one.
Yeah.
We're going to do this one next. And when we do this one next, we are going to be using this one. So we're going to be putting color in here for the first time. And then we're going to go to the flat top. And then when we do the flat top, we're going to be buying a little helicopter, remote control helicopter, which will try to land a helicopter on top. So we're going to call that one the haircut you can land a helicopter on. And then after that one, which we don't have a picture on the thing, is we're just going to go, and then you're going to rock that. And then we're going to go it all back again. And the cycle continues. So yeah, I'm loving this. We're going to show it one more time with the mirrors. A few weeks. So we'll book you in a few weeks, because I do get messages from people that say, when is she coming back? Because they're anticipating your next one. Because we've been doing it about a month. Yeah, it is cool. So let's say 3 or 4 weeks?
Yeah.
4 weeks? 3? 4? We'll decide over here.
Yeah.
Cool. Bye, tubers.
Bye.